It's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah.
What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere. Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner.
First known as the Meadowlands, EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly set to get this one going. Should be a wet one, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
We'll check the reaction for the former Giant. Here is Saquon Barkley. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
Like, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets, put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. Play action. Now Wilson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Giants has it.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can hit them apart.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
To the air once more is Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
70 Lions.
Dart gonna throw it again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Jamie Gillen in punt
So on
formation
4th
for
down,
the
out
Giants.
is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Jahan Dotson.
4 and taken. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Wilson. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back.
It is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. So on 4th down, they'll call on Brady Mann to punt.
In punt formation for the Eagles.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
To throw is Dart on 1st and 10. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Giants. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Joey Sly on now for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Giants will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. 16 yards, pick up on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Into space. Wanarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 38 yards.
There's an air of excitement, Mike, anytime they call his number on the ground, and I think we can see why. You just need to catch the defense off guard for a split second. and he'll be through, sprinting downfield before they have any chance to react.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Man in motion is Smith. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they go to work on 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
19 Tigers.
On 2nd down, Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. That one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Bakuba. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Mike, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down. They'll run the counter with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. For the pylon, he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboot. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
the gun. Here comes Dart. He's got his man complete to Johnson. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll swing this out wide to Tracy. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
18 Cardinals.
Throwing again, Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Third and short. Here's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Giants.
That's another.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Set to go now on first and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Second down, they need 3.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
On second down, Barkley. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Philadelphia.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Eagles.
A carry here for Shipley. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Play action. Now Wilson forced out left. Now carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here comes 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again. Wilson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 14 on the pickup. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Again, Wilson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They're going to motion the tight end over here. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21-all. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away. The return, here comes Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 3-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So be returned from the other side of midfield.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson, he'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here with Devin Singletary. And And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 65.
A carry here for Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 30.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I would only want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the top.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Got it. Ready? Back 60.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 24-21 lead. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, Dart. Nope, left side, that's Johnson. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
70 Lions.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That one incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
To the air again goes Dart. That is caught for the throw. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having the day.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newbin. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run the toss to Barkley.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
There's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man, that's Tolbert. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Smith. Down the left sideline. And he will go all the way. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He's going to opt out to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Here comes Dart. He's got his man. That's Slayton. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Ready up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll run with Tracy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Giant first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
70 Lions.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Drop goal 80. Let's go.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
On the double. That's Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready?
On 2nd down, Dart. This one is caught by Robinson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Makes the score Giants 42, Eagles 30.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In the shotgun, Wilson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Quick throw here. It is caught by Tolbert. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Wilson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia. Throwing again, Wilson. There's that man again, another catch. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 4. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be third down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. To throw again is Wilson. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Again, Wilson. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On third and 1, Wilson. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wilson will throw again. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Now Wilson on second down. And unable to connect it. It's incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
He's going to pick up the first down and more. And he will score. Game on. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Here we go. Rock all 80.
There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun. It's done. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front, the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Still on his feet. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A gain of 48.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll drop the throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll run. And they'll only be able to get to the 7-yard line. So good work by the defense. It sets up 4th down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. They go play action now. Wilson. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. They'll go up now for 2nd down.
2 yards of the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Wilson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That half play good for 22. Good for an Eagles first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
With one timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as